Some people simply cannot stand by when others are suffering. They feel an inner urge to intervene, help, defend, and support, even when no one asks them to. Today you are going to discover the personality archetype that drives those who carry other people as burdens, take on responsibilities that are not theirs, and turn protection into their identity. In the next moments, you will understand why certain individuals live as silent guardians, and how this impulse can become both a powerful strength and a hidden burden. Carl Gustav Jung, one of the most influential figures in depth psychology, proposed that all humans share a collective unconscious. Within this unconscious lie universal behavioral patterns known as archetypes. These patterns are not just theoretical concepts, but deep psychological structures that shape how we act, love, choose, and interpret the world. One of the most compelling and complex among them is the protector archetype. The protector is the person who feels a near instinctive drive to care for others. They step in when someone is in danger. They shoulder responsibilities others avoid. They listen, defend, support, guide, and sacrifice without expecting recognition. They might be the parent who works tirelessly for their family, the friend who is always emotionally available, the leader who carries pressure so others feel safe, or even the stranger who acts while everyone else looks away. This archetype embodies a deeply human energy. It reflects our need for safety, our collective survival instinct, and our willingness to defend what we value. Without protectors, many communities would lose stability, many people would feel vulnerable, and many injustices would go unchallenged. Yet there is an uncomfortable truth. The protector does not always protect out of pure love. Sometimes they protect out of fear, guilt, control, or a need to feel indispensable. Jung believed that every archetype contains both a light side and a shadow side, and the protector is no exception. On the healthy side, the protector is courageous, empathetic, reliable, and noble. They step forward when others hesitate. They do not avoid conflict if someone needs help. They inspire trust, offer emotional safety, and provide a sense of stability. They make people feel secure in an unpredictable world. But on the shadow side, the protector can become controlling, overprotective, intrusive, or even manipulative. They may justify their behavior by claiming it is for others' benefit, when in reality, they are fulfilling their own need to feel needed or superior. They can limit others' growth, restrict independence, and prevent people from learning through experience, all under the excuse of protection. Consider the parent who never allows their child to make choices because they believe the world is too dangerous, or the partner who controls friendships and decisions while claiming it is love, or leaders who restrict freedom under the promise of safety. The line between caring and controlling can be alarmingly thin. The protector archetype often develops in people who took on responsibilities early in life, had to care for others, grew up in unstable environments, or learned that their value depended on being useful. For them, protecting is not just an action, it is who they are. If they are not caring for someone, they feel lost or purposeless. In everyday life, this archetype shows up constantly. It is in the friend who always stands up for others. It is in the employee who takes on extra work to prevent conflict. It is in the person who ignores their own struggles to solve everyone else's problems. It is in those who sacrifice their emotional health to maintain peace within their family. But a difficult question emerges. Who protects the protector? Many people guided by this archetype end up emotionally exhausted, overwhelmed, or resentful. They become so accustomed to caring that they forget how to receive care. They become the foundation for others while refusing to lean on anyone themselves. Jung would say this happens when an archetype overtakes the personality instead of being integrated in a balanced way. The solution is not to stop protecting, but to learn to protect without losing yourself. A healthy protector understands boundaries, knows when to help, and recognizes when others must face their own challenges. They realize that love does not always mean rescuing, and support does not always mean sacrifice. Here is a debatable idea. Our culture glorifies extreme self-sacrifice. We celebrate people who give everything for others, yet we rarely acknowledge the psychological cost of that behavior. Is sacrificing your entire life for others truly heroic, or can it sometimes be a way to avoid facing your own fears, needs, and wounds? The protector archetype is also deeply tied to myths and cultural icons. From ancient warriors who defended their people to modern superheroes who risk everything to save strangers, these stories captivate us because they express a deep human longing to feel safe and protected. However, Jung warned that idealizing these figures too much can trap us into believing we must be invincible. The real protector is human. They experience fear, fatigue, frustration, vulnerability, and doubt. Ignoring these emotions does not make them stronger. It only makes them more likely to collapse under pressure. If you feel connected to this archetype, ask yourself some honest questions. Do you protect because you love, or because you fear losing control? Do you help because you want to, or because you feel obligated? Do you allow yourself to rest, or do you believe resting means failing? Do you give support expecting appreciation, or simply because it feels right? Answering these questions does not make you weak. It makes you aware. And awareness is the first step toward transforming a dominant archetype into a balanced inner force. The protector has the potential to become a true emotional guardian, someone who supports without losing themselves, who helps without limiting others, and who cares without sacrificing their own identity. Integrating this archetype means learning to protect with wisdom rather than fear or guilt. Today you have discovered how the protector archetype described by Carl Jung can be a source of courage, compassion, and strength, but also of emotional strain and inner conflict. Understanding it not only helps you understand yourself better, but also allows you to see with new empathy those who constantly stand ready to defend others. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe the protector is a necessary hero, or someone who sometimes sacrifices too much? Leave a comment, like this video if it made you reflect, and subscribe to continue exploring the mysteries of psychology and the human mind.